Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ossu Otaku, your weekly anime podcast about a very specific anime. This season, we are talking about My Hero Academia, which is on its 5th season. Join me, as always, as in every week, Cassidy. Oh my god, Cassidy, how are you? Nice shirt.
Thank you very much. I'm doing pretty good. We're coming in a little late this week with the episode, but I'm excited to talk about it. I just rewatched it, so
Good, same.
It's so good. It's such a good episode.
So good. I was gonna make a joke about how we were a little late coming to the, getting this episode out, but here's the thing: next week's episode is obviously gonna be huge for character development. All the mainstays getting all their time.
So excited.
But okay, here's the thing: one thing at a time. What a great fucking episode. Initial thoughts.
I know, right? I love this episode, of course, I just said. I don't think I appreciated it as much the first time, but when I watched it the second time on my own, that's really when like everything gets to sink in. So I got the feels from Deku and all of his determination and his hard work and how far he's come. And I'm just super excited to see what's going to happen with there's so much going on with Hawks and the League of Villains. Like, this plot is thickening, so
quickly.
I'm ready.
It's thickening so fast. I definitely teared up real hard when he was talking about he's like I've only had my quirk for since I was 15. I'm like,
really? Is he even 16 yet? I don't know. He's had it for less than a year.
They haven't celebrated his birthday, so I feel like he has hasn't hit 16 yet. They should do something.
Yeah, they really should.
Oh my god.
I think Deku's birthday is today.
Oh wait, no fucking way.
For real, I think his birthday is July 15th. I don't know why I know that, but I think it is.
All right, hold up. We're recording this. Oh yeah, yep. The day that we were recording this, it is Deku's birthday.
Oh my god, that's so exciting.
Deku. Oh my gosh,
Does that mean he's finally 16 or what?
He's gotta be, right?
At least in our world.
Oh, apparently he is 16, based on what the wiki says.
Oh, now or in the manga? Because
that's the hard part, because it says current, which would be the manga.
Yeah, I think he technically isn't yet. But
they say, it's chapter 3 to the provisional hero license exam arc, so we're past that, so he's got to be 16 then.
Oh, okay. So then, yeah. I still think he's had his quirk for less than a year, though, because they're not
100%.
second years yet.
Exactly.
Right? I don't know.
Happy birthday, Deku.
Happy birthday, Deku.
Absolutely amazing. This was all planned. We did this all for a reason.
Yeah, there's a reason why this episode's so late.
Yeah, we kept pushing it back so we could hit it for Deku's birthday. It was important.
Clearly, we knew that it was his birthday before the episode started, not just now.
Right. So. Not 30 seconds
Perfect.
ago. Oh my gosh. But here's the thing. So Deku had an incredible little arc to him. All three of them got good little moments in this episode.
Oh, yeah.
How fucking much do you love Bakugo and, straight up saying that Endeavor stole his style, stole how he I'm like, wow, what?
As if. It's come on.
Gosh.
He's just, he's kind of conceited like that. But, I mean, it is the same move. It's just that's Bakugo's only move, pretty much. He doesn't have the whole flame thing. He has the explosion thing, so he's just taking credit for that. Whatever, it's fine. But yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say I love that Endeavor called him out when he was like, "I can't sweat as much. It's harder when it's cold outside." And he's like, "Are you gonna keep using that as an excuse?" I was like, "Oh shit."
I honestly can't believe he kept saying that. He doesn't give himself excuses, and he said it twice. Yeah. And Endeavor was like, bro, no. I'm surprised that he even gave an excuse in the first place.
Honestly.
So yeah, I'm glad he called him out because it's true. And he set that example right away. He's like, it's either you use excuses and you kill someone or you just do it.
Oh man. And then, they weren't even responding to, a runaway car. They were just going by when he stopped that truck. That was crazy.
I know. That's the thing with, the heroes on patrol. I always feel there's no way they'll actually, catch someone doing something bad in the moment, like a villain or like a bad guy.
Yeah.
But apparently it happens all the time.
Well, I loved how he talked about knowing every single block of the district he watches.
That's true. Yeah. He has like a lot of experience, and I guess as a hero, when you decide where your agency is going to be, you kind of just have to stay there because you have to know the ins and outs of like all the streets and the buildings, and like you get to know the people and who comes around at what time of day and what's out of the ordinary and all that stuff. So that was like a cool realization.
Oh man, it was so cool. And oh man, I feel like I'm bouncing all over the place. I love
It's all right.
that Shoto's like, oh shit, of course I should use fire to propel myself to go faster.
Yeah, he's like, I learned this like the hard way. Kind of took the long way around, but he's getting it. He like never wanted to have anything to do with his fire, so he's like 5 steps behind in that regard. So I'm not surprised he's just figuring this stuff out now, but it's good that he is.
Yeah. And Endeavor's telling, oh man, all the talk. I put it in my notes because they mention it so many times. Parallel processing.
Yep.
Over and over again. And I love that, of course, Deku's the one that needs to do it the most, but he literally can only do like 20% cow right now, so he needs to do more.
I know. Yeah, that was a huge thing this episode, the parallel processing. And that's exactly the lesson that Deku needed, of course.
Of course.
So I think, of course, that's like really good advice for any up and coming heroes. Just learn to do something without even having to think about it, and then keep adding on top of it. And definitely with like all the new quirks that Deku's going to be getting, he definitely needs to try and learn that as fast as possible, which is going to be really hard.
Yeah. He can only do that whip for like 4 inches. Like, it's so small.
I know. And yeah, his main quirk is just like 20% is like his max, or is it even? I don't know, but
oh, man,
it's very low.
Yeah. And that's something they talked about with Bakugo. Like, that was one of my favorite parts of the episode. He's like, my quirk came early to me. It was always very powerful. I was always like the number one. And he's like, I want to be the number one hero. And that's why I'm here, is to learn what I have to do to surpass you. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, he knows that he has a really strong quirk, and he knows that there are people that have like Shoto that have like basically 2. And with Deku, he knows now that he's going to be having a lot more quirks, and he knows the competition that he's up against. He's against even pro heroes right now, as he's comparing himself to. So he knows people his age who are like possibly able to surpass him, and he's still just that determined to become the number one hero, even with his one quirk, because he knows how powerful it is. And he's slowly also learning that he can't be as cocky as he was before because these people exist. So
yeah,
I think there's still a lot of room for development for Bakugo and his personality and his quirk. So that is why he's my favorite.
Plus, like, let's be honest, we love angsty, angy boys. Like, that's just a fact.
For some reason, in animes, the blonde angry boys are my favorite, which is like, it's so weird. There's always, every anime has one of those characters, and they're always my favorite, and nobody understands why.
It's true. I feel you though. Like, I am totally in the same boat. Okay, so like for me, it's always the blonde angry boys and the this is stereotypical, but it's the edgelord girls usually for me.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
It's of course.
They're
like,
so great.
Who else would it be?
Right. They're like, I really do feel like they're the most interesting characters. And of course, depending on your personality and what kind of characters you like, they could be like more relatable to you. And even though Bakugo's like really angry and everyone usually hates him, he's like kind of relatable in terms of like in the past, you know, when you were an angsty teenager and you didn't know, like you could just relate, you know, in some way. So that's why I really like him too.
100%. And oh man, Shoto's just, I love how they've really doubled down, not even necessarily doubled down, but they are just making it very clear that Shoto is just like very blunt and doesn't get sarcasm really, just kind of doing his thing.
Yeah, they're definitely they're definitely hammering that in. And I also I really liked how Endeavor was asking Bakugo and Deku to kind of explain themselves to him.
Yes.
Like he's actually trying to help them in terms of growing as heroes and people.
Mm-hmm.
And for one, Deku's like speech was hilarious. He talked for literally like 2 minutes straight.
I put that note. I wrote that down in my notes as well. My man,
That was so funny.
still
They
talking.
really dragged that on. I was kind of surprised by how long they let that go.
That's some easy animation right there. They're just like,
Yeah,
just have him
right?
talk, please.
They literally just wrote his like the voice actor script in the back and like had it scrolling.
Oh my god.
But I really like that Endeavor did that, but also Shoto was like, "Can I go too?" And then the speech that he gave
Oh
was
my
so
god.
good. Like that actually like it broke my heart and it lifted me up too at the same time. It was just like he's trying so hard to take back what his father like did to him in his childhood and just kind of make it his own determination, and he's just straight out said like, I'm using you like just because you're the number one hero now. It's like, yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. When he fucking made the comment about All Might being the one that he
Yes.
actually looked up to, I was like, that hit me. I was like, oh man, that'd be
That's what I'm
brutal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it broke my heart, and like but it like makes sense. That's the thing with these characters. Like that's why Endeavor is such a conflicting person in my mind. Like is he good or is he bad? Like of course he's good, but he's just such an asshole. Like look
Yep.
what he did to Shoto. His own father was the number 2 hero and he still looked up to All Might because of everything that he did to his own son. Like
Yep.
every time I think about it, it's just like, but that's the thing is that he's taking it all in and moving past it and using it to propel himself forward. It's amazing.
Literally.
Literally, that's the thing. So good.
I appreciated that. That was a good touch for them.
Yeah. Loved that.
Oh, gosh. Also, man, we immediately got straight into the big three, obvi. Also, before I bring up something else, how about the fact that they were all eating bao buns and then fucking Endeavor's eating a burger?
I know.
Like, what?
And he just shoved that shit in his mouth too. He can like such a big guy. He could probably eat like 10 Whoppers and just not even feel full.
Oh yeah, easy. And he's literally burning the calories.
Literally. Wow. Yes, that's true. But yeah, that bao bun shot on the top of the roof came like really late in the episode. The first time I was watching it, I was like, when is the shot? I want to see it.
Right? I'm like, I need it. I want to know.
I'm waiting.
Oh my gosh. But you know what we didn't have to wait long for? To see the fucking League of Villains. We were just talking about how we haven't seen them.
I know.
And then boom, there they were.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a little bit because they have like a whole lair and setup with like tablets and laptops, and they're just like sitting in the dark listening to Hawks give them all this like information that he has. And I'm like, I want to know how exactly, like it's not super believable to me how they just trust Hawks like that, you know?
Well, here's
So
here's the thing
yeah.
though. They don't trust Hawks. They talk about all the good stuff after he leaves. The feather trick, so
Yeah.
cool.
Yep. I wrote that down in my notes. I was like, so Hawks has this like sound wave thing with his fierce wing feathers. Like, what can this guy not do?
He's so OP.
Seriously.
Oh my gosh. But oh man, we got a little bit of Toga in there. We got some Dabi. We got Twice.
I literally cannot wait to see more Toga. Like, I miss her. We need more.
We've only seen just that teeny little bit.
That tiny bit. We honestly really haven't seen her use her quirk that much.
No.
And I think it's super cool. Like, it's kind of complicated and it's a lot more than just like Twice, where he's literally just 2 people, basically.
Exactly. Or so many people. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
right.
I had to discuss something with you post stream. I had something mildly spoiled for me in the dumbest way. Oh, I'll just say it now because I won't say
Okay.
anything about it. Here's the thing. I was at
Mm.
Barnes & Noble to buy some Blu-rays,
No
and
way.
I'm walking past. I'm like, holy shit! Like the manga section at my Barnes & Noble is incredible. It's so good. And then they
Really?
have an issue turned out, facing out to like try and draw people in, and I'm like, well, that hasn't happened in the anime yet. And it was just
No.
like
On the cover?
the cover.
The cover was a spoiler?
It was, and I was like, well, this fucking sucks.
Don't you hate that so much?
I'm like literally walking through a bookstore and
Yeah,
like,
no, that's the thing. You get spoiled like randomly in the stupidest ways possible that could have been like totally avoided.
yep.
That has happened to me like so many times, I feel like with this show and with others, and it's just so annoying. But
In particular, this show, I assume
yeah.
it happened with Attack on Titan for you as well.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like already been out, you know. It was with
That's
like
true.
I was still watching the anime and it was like anime spoilers, so it kind of like it wasn't anybody's fault. So, you know,
Mhm.
it's not I wasn't mad and I of course like saw it eventually anyway. It wasn't like a huge thing, but there are a lot of surprises in Attack on Titan, so I was caught off guard pretty much every time,
Good.
even if I was spoiled. So, but like with this show, it's the same thing. Like even if you're spoiled, you don't know necessarily when it's coming. So, at least to me, you just try to erase it from your memory and just try and move on.
It's true. All right. So
But yeah,
we got
that
to
sucks.
we got to see them. We got to see our other big baddie. Like he's in the intro, but I still
Love that.
we don't know anything about him, really.
I know. Ah, that intro. Just sadly, I want to skip it.
I do skip it, dude. I can't do it. I am not about
On
it.
my own, yeah, I skip it on my own, but it's kind of like even though the song kind of sucks, like when you watch it for the first time, I just watch it, you know?
Yeah. That the animation's so good. That's the problem.
That's true. So like at least you can kind of tune it out and just watch the animation. But yeah, there's so much in the intro that's in the intro that I feel like we have yet to see. There's just that one shot of them sitting on the rock. They look so defeated, all three of them.
Right?
It's
Oh my god. Also,
there's so much to look forward to.
honestly, and here's the thing: we got to see the whole squad, whole League of Villains, when we were chilling in there. Right? We got to see Spinner.
Yes, Spinner had some lines this episode.
Of course. Hitting my TMNT tickle,
Right?
you know, getting that little bit.
Yep.
Mr. Compress looked good. Oh man,
Love him.
twice Toga and Davi though. They're just so good. Like
Yeah,
they're
at the top for sure.
such good villains. I mean, Twice is considered an S tier villain.
Really?
Yeah. Which I mean,
That
when
actually-
you think about it, he can split himself so much.
Right.
His quirk's called Double, but we've seen way more than Double.
Yeah. That's the thing though, is that it gets like more dangerous for him the more he splits up though, right?
Yep. He has multiple personalities because of it.
Yeah. Like multiple.
Okay, so they have him ranked as an S tier villain, but his power, speed, technique, and intelligence are all C, and his talkativeness is A. I'm like, how's this
That's what I
make him an S
figured.
tier villain?
Yeah, I figured he's not like super extraordinary in any way. Like
Yeah,
speed, strength, all that.
I really like his costume and design because it's
Me too.
super like 90s Marvel-esque,
Yeah,
and I dig that.
for sure. Yeah, he kind of reminds me of like Deadpool.
Yes. Oh, so much. You can see the inspiration.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and the writer of the manga really likes Western comics, right? So
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah.
it makes a lot of sense. Like All Might and Twice, like you can just tell. But
Yeah.
I love Twice as a character. I think he's really interesting, and like his costume, his design is super cool. So pretty much just any League of Villains character I would love to
Honestly.
see more of, except for Spinner. I don't give a shit about him.
Get fucked, Spinner. And here's the thing. Good thing, what is it? Magne is dead.
Oh yeah,
Spoiler. Like, but
I
who
know.
cares? Like, it's just an armed melee combat. Doesn't even.
I know, right?
Oh my gosh.
That yeah, when those League of Villains characters first showed up in like season 3 or whatever it was, I was like, some of these are interesting characters, and some of these very much are not.
Yeah, right. Some of these are throwaways.
Yeah. So I'm glad the main ones are super cool. We probably get to see more of them.
Speaking of throwaways, though, how
Huh?
about that killer montage of all of like the different students at their respective?
Right?
Oh,
Okay, thank God you
so
brought that
good.
up. I loved that so much. We got class B people in there. Like
Yes.
that's so exciting to see. And we saw some shots of the big 3. I know like Neji Ray is probably still at the the company with like Uraraka, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're together, but we even got to see like Mirio, Togata just like kind of on his own because he still doesn't have his quirk.
Yeah.
But we still got to see them and like kids from Class B working together. It's just so fun, and I can't wait for the next episode to see like other people in their work studies.
Yeah. 100%. And it's so interesting to see who's going where.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was really cool that, of course, I got to bring her up because she's my girl. Okay, so I was wearing. Here's the thing. I was
Mm-hmm.
wearing my Jiro shirt the day we were gonna originally record, and then I was
Mm,
like, "Well, I'm not gonna just like take this off. I wore it to work like the true weeb I am."
right.
But um, she's with what's his name? King Orca, Killer Orca.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Gang Orca. That's my bad. I
Gang Orca.
apologize, everyone. Yeah, she's with Gang Orca. We got like a Sonic ass looking character working with them, a sidekick of sorts. I'm sure we won't learn anything about them, but Shoji and
Yeah.
Jiro, like it makes perfect sense that they're with Gang Orca. Like I hope they.
Yeah.
I'm sure we won't learn anything about like we aren't going to see anything that they do, but we will see what happens with them later.
Right.
Cause like they're gonna learn so much like sound stuff, and it's gonna be
I know.
awesome.
Yeah, that's like it's super cool how they like group together the heroes and the students for like these work studies and stuff. And it's just like super cool to see that they all have a mentor that can like fit their quirk and all that. So you just know they're getting the best experience and like education from this, and they're just gonna come back so much stronger
Mm-hmm.
and be ready for anything, you know?
Yeah.
I
100.
just I'm kind of surprised that like Sue so like in the preview, we're skipping ahead a little bit, but Sue and Uraraka are together
Yes.
with Ryukyu, which means that Sue didn't go back with Selkie, but we're gonna see Selkie next episode anyway for like a collab type thing. And I don't know, it just surprised me like
Yeah.
why Sue didn't go back with the seal guy.
Yeah. It would make more sense for her to do more water rescue stuff. You know,
Yeah.
like her quirk definitely lends itself to being more on like the ocean or a body of water kind of
Hmm.
location.
Right. But either way, she's going to be reunited with her old her intern guy. So I'm excited to see
Yes.
that. I love Selkie so much.
Same. That was such a good little bit in the last season. I was all about
Hmm.
it. Was that last season? I don't know. Everything's running together.
Yeah, it's either season 4 or season 3. I can't remember either.
Right? I think it was first half of season 4 before all the crazy shit started going down.
Probably.
Mm.
But yeah, I loved seeing all the characters with their work study people, and I do just have to say I'm pretty positive Momo's titties got bigger.
Oh, okay. So I'm glad you brought it up and not me. But
In
like
that one shot that they have
the
in the
angle that they,
montage.
the angle they chose to like design is from slightly below too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I was gonna mention I thought it was really cool that her and Togata are, or sorry, Tokage are getting
Yeah.
the same
Yeah,
work study.
I love that. I love how like the girls like get to work together and all that. But I do have to say, Momo also they made her look like kind of jacked. So
That's true.
they made her titties bigger, but also she looks super strong. So
straight up,
I'm okay with that.
Her arms look amazing. Like
I know, right? She looks so badass.
Yeah.
She really does.
Oh my gosh. And who the fuck's this person they're with? I don't know.
Yeah, right.
I like his hat.
There are so many good characters that I'd want to see in action, but I know there's not enough time to see them all, so kind of sucks, but
I appreciate that we did see students from Ketsubutsu Academy.
That too.
Mixed in with like our usual students. We also saw students from Seketsu, but they were kind of their own thing. Yeah.
Yeah, we have a lot of characters in this show. Like, and we hold them all, at least in some capacity, near and dear to our hearts. So it makes the story and the show so much better to have all these characters that you care about. And I'm just so excited to see what happens with them.
Oh my!
I'm also kind of scared because we know that shit is going to hit the fan very soon, in 4 months or less. So,
oh god, oh man, we're gonna. Here's the thing: we're gonna have this episode coming this week. I'm gonna throw it out there, speculate that some crazy shit goes down. Not a big fan of that vial, the gun with the vial of liquid. That makes me super uncomfortable.
Agreed.
Can't have anything happen to the good girls. Like,
yeah, not
about that.
Well, yeah, shit is definitely gonna go down, but I trust that they'll be okay because the heroes they're with are amazing, and also they themselves are amazing. So we know how good Tsu is. She's pretty much an S tier character, in my opinion.
Agreed.
She's so good. Uraraka is close to being an S tier, if not already. She's also so good.
Yup. One of the few people respected by Bakugo.
Very true. Something we have to take into consideration. Her determination is unmatched.
Yeah.
But I also just want to say real quick, shout out to Tsu. She looked so cute in the preview.
Thank you.
So cute. The definition of kawaii.
Yeah. It's true. Honestly, like her and Uraka, like they did the beginning of the preview is like a glamour kind of shot, and they look adorable. That's just
I know.
Whole squad of ladies, but like total badasses.
So yes, that's the thing, is that they are super cute and hot, and they can have like the huge titties, but also they're like really good at what they do. So
Yup. And they're training with the number 10 hero, so that's kind of big.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think, wasn't there a shot with like someone was working with the washing machine guy?
Yes. Oh my gosh, hang on, I'm gonna go back to that because that was
I don't know who it was, but I just remember that he is like a really big. He's like the number 8 hero or something crazy.
Yup, something way higher than you'd expect.
Yeah.
Man,
I can't find him, but
all right, I got it. They are working with, oh my gosh, all these squads, so dope.
Oh, Coda.
Yeah.
And the manga. Yeah.
Yes. Man, why do I look like freaking Wash with my eyes all the time? I feel attacked.
He just looks scared as shit all the time.
Right? Oh my gosh. I wonder if we'll ever see like inside his costume at all.
Oh, God, I hope so. I just want to see him in action in any way. Like, I really want to know what he does.
Seriously.
And how he's so good.
Right? How is he the number 8 hero? Wash.
Yeah.
Wash,
yeah, honestly.
Shit, you know?
Wash. That's so funny.
Oh my gosh. The design just so ridiculous.
I know. He's literally just a washing machine.
My gosh. Amazing. But you know what else is amazing?
What's that?
All of the crazy shit we have going on. Because, like you said, stuff's about to hit the fan. Next week is actually, fun fact, a filler episode. I have a friend who reads the manga. He said this never happened in it, but that's really cool, and that's one of the nice things about doing the anime is you can expand on characters that don't get enough love in the books.
Oh, I love that.
Big fan of that, and hitting those good, like, some of my favorite characters next week, so that'll be really nice.
Oh yeah, I'm. That makes me even more excited that they're just kind of giving them their own little episode that didn't exist before.
Yeah. That's so cool.
Fun.
Yeah.
Yay.
And it should be, of all the characters too, I'm happy they chose these two because they're obviously fan favorites.
And I always, exactly. I always want to see them.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, if people want to see what you do outside of this podcast, where the hell do they go?
You can visit me at Castico or my art page at Kohei Art on Instagram if you want. We do shit here at Fish Inc. on Twitch all the time too, so you can check that out. Where can they find you, Jake?
Oh man, if you're listening to this, you're probably checking out at our on our Spotify page. You're watching on YouTube. You're probably watching it at on the Hogtie Productions channel, which is where I also stream. And you can follow me everywhere on all social media platforms at Jake the Mayor. Everything really. I'm trying to get into TikToks. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with my TikTok. So it's gonna be very curated and very specific, but I mean that's just what TikTok is. So
oh yeah, we love that.
Excited to get that going. And who knows? There might be more stuff in the works soon.
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Everyone, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next week. Planning on getting up a little sooner than we did this week, but thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, and catch y'all on the flippity flop.
See ya.